Mr. Snyder?
Here.
Mr. Meredith?
Here.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Here.
Mr. Grott?
Here.
Mr. Turner?
Here.
Mr. Apone?
Here.
Mr. Loray?
Here.
Chairman Moffett, we have a quorum.
Great, thank you. First item is approval of the agenda is presented.
So move.
Support.
Been moved and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next item is approval of the minutes from the August 22nd meeting.
So move. Support.
Been moved and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. This evening, we've two site plans to consider, and then a substantive report from the planning director. First, site plan number 22-030, Mike Pollard for Brad's Barbecue. Is a petitioner or representative here?
Does not look like he's here, Chairman.
Okay. I'll tell you what, how about we just postpone it to the next meeting?
Sure.
Someone wants to make that
So
motion?
move.
Moved by Turner,
Support.
support by Apone. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item, site plan number 22-029, Decra George's. All right, that makes sense. For BP. 15015. Unless there are two of you, that's the one.
She's coming
Oh,
outside.
okay.
Anyway, she should come, but I'm the engineer to this side.
Okay, well, why don't you get your client and, it's okay. So whoever is going to speak or make a presentation, I'll just need your name and your address.
I'm the owner and
She's the owner, I'm the engineer.
he's the engineer.
Okay, and your name is?
Decra Georges.
But if you maybe pull the mic down a little bit.
Decra Georges.
Okay, and your address?
51015 Van Dyke Avenue,
Okay.
Shelby Township.
Thank you. Sir,
Larry Marogi from Bearing Construction and
would you pull the
Consulting.
microphone up a little bit?
Larry Marogi from Bearing Construction and Consulting. I'm a PA engineer. And
And your addresses, sir?
address is 32969 Hamilton Court, Suite 120, Farmington Hills, Michigan, 48334.
Thank you. So what are we requesting of this body this evening?
We have an extension for the gas station around 20 feet on the backside. And just to improve this gas station. And she wants to, she can talk about her project.
Okay.
I'm trying to,
Thank you.
he's too tall, I'm too short. I'm trying to
The
improve
world
the
isn't
business.
fair for either one.
It's okay. I'm trying to put a full kitchen in there.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys know Amazon, it's next door, like across the street on 23 and Ryan. And I'm sure the way I cook, I could improve the business in there. And we're trying to bring Buscemi's, which they tell us, they give us the green light if you guys prove us to extend, because there is no room to have a full kitchen in there. And I'm trying to make food in there.
So you're trying to put in Buscemi's franchise within that location?
Yes.
Okay,
And they already approve us.
okay. And you're expanding, as I understand it, a
Yes,
little
there is
kitchen
no
area,
room in the
and then a
back.
cold storage area in just between the greens, the property towards the old Kmart.
Yes.
Excellent. To the planner, who's that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. So yes, as the applicant stated, they're proposing a addition to the rear of the building for a walk-in for storage and for a carry-out food service establishment. Originally, well, I guess I'll go into the zoning district first, the master plan. The C3 Shopping Center Business Zoning District supports this use, supports this addition into this business, as well as the Township Master Plan, which has designated this property as a community commercial node. So both of those designations support this addition to the site and encourage consolidating businesses onto singular parcels. Now, with that, originally when I talked to the applicants, I told you you'd need a variance for the rear yard setback. However, after reviewing the ordinances, I discovered a lesser-known ordinance that actually gives you an allowance to encroach into the side yard setback due to the age of the building and its location on the property as it is. So you won't need a variance for the addition itself anymore, so you don't have to worry about that. So with that, though, there are some items that need to be addressed on the site plan to bring the site a little bit closer to compliance with our ordinances. The first thing is, as far as, the application for the site plan goes, I'll need you guys to provide the supporting documentation for the ownership of land, whether that's the warranty deed or the land contract. We just need that to finalize your application. On the site plan itself, you need to use 2 benchmarks as reference points in the site plan. You need to identify the easements in the right-of-way with a library and page number. As I stated before, you do no longer need the variance for the rear and side yard setbacks. And with that, since you're adding a new tenant to the site, I would recommend you explore some opportunities for additional parking. And one of those opportunities would be the county is requiring that you close the 2 driveways closest to the 23-mile road and Van Dyke Avenue intersection. So if you close those 2 driveways, you can add some more parking in that area too, and that'll, I think, give you more than enough for additional tenants.
So you need one driveway for the whole thing, or?
So as it is right now, there's 4 driveways on the site. There's 2 on 23 Mile and there's 2 on Van Dyke Avenue. We just need
Close
the,
2 of them?
yep, just
One here,
the
one
2
here.
that are closest to the intersection should be closed for better access management there.
No problem.
I could do that.
Excellent. And then also on the site plan, the handicap parking space, it looks like it's supposed to be next to the sidewalk along the building frontage there, but it appears to be floating in the middle of the parking lot, so either tighten that up to the sidewalk or put it on the south side of the building to make sure it has adequate access to that sidewalk there for any handicap patrons. Also have to see the bumper blocks removed off the site plan. We don't allow bumper blocks in the township anymore. Besides that, we also need 7 street trees on the property. 1's provided, so we need 6 more on that site plan. Now, there is that green space to the west of the addition, west of the gas station. If you could plant the trees in there, that would be acceptable for the township.
Okay.
Besides that, there are 2 open items that the building department wants to see addressed before you get your final site plan approval and get your permits in. You have to address the outdoor sales violations that you have on the site and the lighting and signage violation that you have on the site, which I believe is the lighting around the windows.
As soon as we do the, remodeling, we're gonna take all this down.
Excellent.
It's gonna go down anyway.
Okay. And with that, that is the end of my report.
Okay, thank you. So you'll resubmit a site plan that shows those 2 entrances closed off?
Yes.
The landscape locations of the trees, and that additional parking?
Sure.
Okay. I'm having our planner make note of that as well. Now, in terms of like signage, I'm sure Buscemi's is going to want some sort of, will they need any kind of variance for this, or?
So we would treat that as a multi-tenant building at that point for signage, so they would be allowed an additional sign for that secondary tenant.
A sign?
Yes, a sign.
Okay.
We'll do this down the road. I won't.
Oh, a sign? Okay. No, it makes sense. I'm just anticipating, yeah.
Smart to look into it.
And where it would go, and, okay. And I used to take my cars when I was a kid as, to that Shell station way back in the day.
What's Shelby?
I was there every 3 days, so I know it very well.
I've been in Shelby myself for over 25 years.
I knew Frank and George, and then their brother Raleigh, so, yeah. All right, any questions from the board?
Mr. Chairman, I have one technical issue on their site plan. When you resubmit, I believe you have your west and east elevations reversed. I was looking at this thinking, either I'm wrong or something, because the east elevation is the side where you've got the east elevation on the west of the building. So you just have to make the notes on the site plan, east and west are changed.
East, west, and south, I have 3.
Yes, but I'm looking at west, you have west side facing Van Dyke. That's the east side, correct?
Van Dyke is east side, yes. So that is, the one facing Van Dyke is the east elevation.
Right, and it looks,
The one facing, the back one is the west elevation. And then I have the south elevation. The north elevation
it just flipped.
is, I know it's confusing. You are thinking, where are you looking? It's not. I'm putting it as the location of that wall. If it's in the east, that's east elevation. If the wall is in the west, that's west elevation.
We
Okay.
gonna extend to the west.
Our extension will be to the west.
All right. I know I'm thoroughly confused,
So when
but
they
I
start
thought it was
building on
easy.
Van Dyke, you know, you can pump.
I'll
your
go out
chest
there and
and
make
sit
sure directionally it's correct when you start building.
I'll tell you something, it's not only you. The architect, they take it the opposite.
Well, good, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's confused.
The civil engineers, they take it the opposite.
Those architects.
We have problem with
All
this.
right, I think we're,
That's fine.
Nothing new for me.
For what it's worth, maybe I'm, whatever, but whatever, forget it.
Mr. Turner will give you his phone number. When you get ready to start building, he'll come out and make sure.
Yeah, I'll come out and take a look.
All right, any other questions or comments from the board?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Grant?
is this your only location?
Yes.
Any plans for, I know there's a lot of concrete. I love your station. I support your business. I know there's a lot of concrete all the way around and hardly any green space at all. Are you planning to put any, beautify
I
it
just put
with?
2 big vases.
Yes,
The previous owner didn't have it. I'm trying.
you're trying. You're trying.
I just got it like a few months ago, 6 months ago. We
Really?
just bought it.
Yeah. All right, well, keep trying because I
You,
think that
it's gonna look way better, I promise.
place a lot and it will be.
And you're gonna try my food. You're gonna try good
Of course,
food in there.
Yes, it's a walking distance from where I'm at. I'm here at the township working as a clerk, so,
Well, you guys buy from me.
yeah. No, I'm familiar with Buscemi's. They have a great.
It's not only Buscemi's, it's gonna be way more than
More than
Buscemi's.
Buscemi's. Buscemi's is a franchise, so are you purchasing your own franchise or you can?
No, they don't mind. We're gonna use the recipe with the pizza, ribs, wings, but they don't mind for me to have like extra hot food like pastas, different kind of hummus, tapuli, and all this.
So
They
you
don't
connect-
mind.
You partnering with somebody or
No,
partnership?
no, I'm not. Me and my kids were running it. I just lost my husband.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And I have 3 kids, and we're running it, me and the kids,
Okay.
to make a living. I'm
Okay.
trying my best.
And I know you'll make it look beautiful.
I wish.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Recognizing Mr. Turner, someone else has got to make the motion.
you're what?
I'm not recognizing you.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
else make the motion.
Because I'm
Not you
confused,
either.
that's okay.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
can't make,
No, somebody else, somebody new.
He wants to make a motion, let him make a motion.
Ah,
Come on. you
All right,
be
Mr. Turner,
nice.
go ahead.
It's just one.
All right. My confusion aside, I'm going to move to approve site plan number 22-029 for BP Gas Station located at 51015 Van Dyke, located at the northwest corner of 23 Mile Road in Van Dyke, addition to an existing fueling station. This approval is subject to the applicant submitting site plan renderings addressing all departmental and planning commission comments.
Moved by Turner, support by Larray. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, Commissioner Turner?
Yes.
Commissioner Larray?
Yes.
Commissioner Opone?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
yes.
Commissioner Grott?
Yes.
Commissioner Gonzalez?
Yes.
Commissioner Meredith?
Yes.
Commissioner Snyder?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Good luck.
Thank you. You got first meal free because the way you said yes.
There will be a cheap meal because I can only accept like $5 or something.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Planning Director's report.
Thank you, Chairman. I just wanted to update the board on the Section 1 and 2 traffic study that was conducted about 3 years ago. The township contracted MKSK and Bergman to do a traffic study for Sections 1 and 2 in anticipation of development of those 2 sections of the township. We have, as you know, approved Preston Corners, and we have the PUD approved by the Township Board. MJC is another PUD development that was approved in that section, along with Encore Development. Now, MJC and Encore will be contributing to an escrow fund based on what the report designated as far as what their contributions for that road improvements in those intersections. So once the township has enough funds in there to make any improvements with the Macomb County Department of Roads, we will be coordinating those efforts. Now, as far as Preston Corners is concerned, they will be taking on their own improvements, and they'll be dealing with Macomb County Department of Roads and making those improvements within 2 years. Now, those improvements include east and westbound right turn lanes at 25 and Shaner, along with traffic signal upgrades there as well. And the other improvements include 26-mile road in Shaner, widening of the existing pavement, and along, with making the turning movements longer so there's more capacity as far as right-hand turn lanes going eastbound and westbound on 26-mile. So those projects will be completed within a couple of years.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any questions for the planner? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move to adjourn.
Is there support?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.